Well, shall we start off today with the unicorn in the room? Happy birthday, my friend.
Thank you.
You are an old man.
I'm not that old. I am day drinking, though. Delicious.
I probably will at some point today.
So I got a joke.
Okay.
It's not very funny. Not gonna lie. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Ba.
Ba who?
Ba with the ba, the bang, diggy diggy diggy, boogie sit up, drop the boogie. Welcome to the ManChilding is Hard podcast. My name is Lowell-George, and with me today is co-host extraordinaire and internet provocateur, Joshua Kramer.
You're right, that wasn't funny, but it was a good evolution, and you sold it well.
Well, I really like that first Kid Rock album. Like, I like it a lot. I like it a little too much. So, it pleases me. So,
well, it is your day, big boy.
Well, like, you know, Cowboy was a cool time. It was a cool song.
To be honest, I never heard anything that wasn't on MTV from that album.
I really like bad music. On today's podcast, we are going to talk about COVID-19 and the death of fun. Just in case you were curious what we're going to talk about. And probably a ton of other crap.
Oh, yeah, because we stay on topic.
Yeah, we really do. Well, COVID-19 has killed or changed a lot of industries in, like, overall. Mainly a lot of industries that I particularly either participated in or made money from or, you know, like did. Like the music industry, it is irrevocably changed. I haven't played like a live show in a lot longer than I'd care to talk about.
Yeah, it's been well over a year, almost probably a year and a half, I think, for me.
Yeah, it's stupid. So, but, and it's like, it's killed a lot of careers. And it's not, I mean, it's just, what do you do? I mean, some bands adapted, and I say like adapt or die. I kind of adapted to it. You know, I started doing the internet. Oh, look at that. So the whiteness, I started doing the internet thing, playing music on the internet a lot. I know a lot of guys that have done that, you know, gone to like live streaming or anything like that. But I really want to play a live show, but I want to do it socially responsible. Like, I don't want to kill somebody at a live show. Like, I thought I got a COVID test the other day because I came back from Texas and I was fine, but my wife got super sick, high fever, aches, tired, coughing, you know, like all of the things. And turns out she just got the flu, you know, because there's still other sicknesses.
Yeah, there's still other things you could be sick from.
There's plenty of other things out there, but that was kind of a sucky couple days, and the testing sucked, and I was being kind of an impatient bitch about it. But like, it was as is my want. But it's just changed stuff. Like, you know, we've talked about this before, but like movie theaters. Oh yeah, I really love going to the movies, and you just can't. It's not. I think it's dead. Like, I think if it does, it's just gonna like. It's not gonna be like these widespread corporate chains. I really just feel like it's gonna be like these. Like, it's gonna be like a niche-y thing. You know, like a '50s diner.
Yeah, I mean, they weren't doing great before COVID, and it just, especially now with so many things going direct to streaming, you know.
Yeah,
Netflix and
to
Disney just producing their own stuff just to be streamed.
So since I was such a good boy this year, I went and bought a huge TV, like a huge high definition TV. I mean, we got pretty much the maximum size that my wall would allow. Because you've been to my house, it's not super huge, but it's a 65-inch, like super high def TV.
Do you have to look left and right in the room to get the whole picture?
No, because it's actually perfect. We mounted it really high on the wall, and tilted it down because we have those like reclining couches like right in front. It's perfect, dude. Like I was playing Doom Eternal, and oh my gosh, it's video games on it are insane because it's super high def, so you're really getting to see. It's not like an 8K or anything like that, but it's like a turbo. It's like a 4 or 5 or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't a spec nerd, but I did get it at video only, which I was really happy that I went there instead of Best Buy. Because Best Buy, have you been to Best Buy? That's another thing. The death of fun. Going to Best Buy sucks now because you have to go in, and if it's anything that's like high test, you have to like get on a wait list to have someone come and grab it for you. You could just walk in and be like, I walked in when I bought my MacBook Pro and I was just like, I want a 13-inch MacBook Pro with 16 gigs. I know you have them. I checked the internet. It's like, well, we're going to put you on a wait list, sir. 45 minutes later, I walked up to dude. I'm like, he's like a manager guy. I'm like, dude, I don't have all day. I want to buy like a couple $1,000 computer from you, like a $2,000 computer from you. Can I just get that computer and you just walk me up to the stand and I will pay for it and we will be done and I will be out of your hair. You can take me off the wait list. I will be easy peasy. And he did. He was really cool, but it definitely, I wanted to get a TV and I was just like, oh my God, if it took me like 45 minutes to get like a MacBook, I don't even want to know what a TV is going to. And I, heard the ads for video only and stuff. So I was like, okay, cool. And I went over there and it was great. I met this really cool dude. His name's Nando. I think his full name is Fernando, but I'm by Nando. And I'm like, I like that. It's good. And he was super cool, walking me through the TV process. So, I mean, I kind of sidestepped the death of fun there and met a cool dude. He screen prints t-shirts on his free time, and I'm like, dude, I'll hit you up for that, man.
Yeah.
I love helping out dudes.
Again, that's right up your alley. You're just making friends.
Yeah, he was a cool guy, and I went and picked it up. I bought a little camera while I was there, too. I needed, like, I didn't want, like, it actually looks really good for YouTube videos. It's just like a little...
Oh, no.
No, it's not... I mean, it's HD, 1080p, and stuff like that, but it's about the maximum allowable quality that you're going to get on a YouTube video anyway. 'Cause, I mean, yeah, you can go 4K, but unless somebody's watching it on their TV, they're never going to see that, right? Yeah. 1080p is about as high as it gets. So it's perfect, dude. I shot a video with it yesterday. I actually built a secondary pedal board because I had band practice last night, which was stupid rad. And then I made a little video because I was bored, as is my want. I built a pedal board with like my signature pedal and which sounds great on my rig, dude. The delay, I still haven't quite dialed in the fuzz side of it, but the delay sounds ridiculous. It sounds so, it's like, it's not tap tempo. I have given up on tap tempo delays. I know people are all about them, but dude, I just need a slap back. I like a strong slap back delay.
I was gonna say, was it designed after like a tape delay or more of an analog delay?
I don't know how Brandon Shock does the things that Brandon Shock does. I just know that he's a wizard, and I don't question his magic. Like I just like, I'm like, he's like, well, what do you want? What do you want it to sound like? And I'll just be like, not sucky. But his taste, Brandon Shock from Shock Rock Pedals, his taste and what I like are very much like side by side in line. In fact, like either probably like Tuesday, I'm going to pick up. He made me the delay section of this pedal because my signature pedal is really long, and he took the delay the delay out of my signature pedal and made it its own pedal. And then he also did the whoop ass drive, which is in a tuna can. And he modified that circuit and made a boost called the Beast Boost. And he's selling them as a set. And I was like, he told me what he was selling this year because he makes limited runs of pedals. And I was just like, yes, I will. There was one I was like, it had a joystick on it. Not into that. So I'm like, I don't want that one. But I will pretty much buy every other pedal. He's got one called the Ocean Man. It's like the coolest chorus I've ever played. It's just all of his stuff is wacky, but it's very usable. So
what you've showed me, I've heard it sounds great.
Everything I have of his is absolutely good. I mean, like the Ocean Man, I actually got hooked up with an artist that did the art for that, and he does art for a bunch of other pedal companies and stuff. But he's on the signature guitar I'm having built. He's the one that's doing all the artwork on that, and every couple days he sends me a new draft, and I seriously have to look at it. We're to the point where we've done all the line work, and he wants to finalize the line work before he starts coloring it, because he said it's really a pain in the ass to go backwards, like if once he's colored it and then go back and change line work. And I'm like, I've done this, I totally understand. So I'm going to sit down with a fine-tooth comb, and I'm going to chart out, make all my notes, final notes, give them to you. But it's going to take like a couple hours of me just like, because there's so much. It's just like there's so much in there. Because you put Garfield in there. I'm like, Garfield's got to go. I'm not a Garfield fan. No. You want to put like, Hobbs in there. I'm more of a Hobbs guy, not a Garfield guy. We're talking about cartoon cats. But that's kind of just where I is. But the new TV is stunning. I highly
nice.
We've had the old one was from of dubious origin and was 8 years old. And it sucked. It started like basically what happened was it started becoming self-aware, I think, and it started like changing channels on its own or turning the volume up and down, or you had to like jiggle the power knob to get it to go on and off. It was just, oh God, it looked a big bag of suck. But, since the death of theaters, I've decided to like, well, I'm just going to make a home theater. Like we figured out how to make theater popcorn at home. Because that's another thing I really liked going to the theater was just theater popcorn is really good. So we did that, and it's pretty awesome. It's pretty easy too. You just get you can get the theater butter oil that they use, and it makes any popcorn you eat taste like movie theater popcorn.
Yeah, I've seen that. Do you guys just air pop then, or?
No, I just do the bag. Like not even like crazy. Though if we are discussing getting a bigger house, and one of the things I'm going to put in that house is a theater. I'm going to get a huge TV or like a part of the house that's got some comfy chairs for multiple people to sit in. It might not be like a theater room. I'm not that poshy or rich. But I was thinking about putting like if it's its own room, putting like a popcorn machine in there and maybe like a soda fountain or something. They have those soda fountains that you could just commercially buy. They're not like super expensive ones like you see the thing, but they're just like home style ones. And maybe like a still and like a beer fridge or something. Some nacho cheese dispenser.
Drip directly from the still.
I'll put it right next to the nacho cheese dispenser. They're like, we don't have any chips. I'm like, it's for anything. Don't be so small-minded. Expand your mind.
Anything could be nacho if you try hard enough.
It can be. Even Wingstop. They get, for whatever reason, I cannot get fries from Wingstop without having a bunch of cheese on them. And I don't like the Wingstop cheese. So, like, luckily I didn't go to Wingstop to get fries. You know what I mean? Like, I went there for some wings.
That's one thing that I've truly missed in COVID is French fries.
Yeah.
As silly as it is, because they suck. When you get them takeout, they suck because they're always soggy by the time you get them.
You gotta get that. You gotta get them quick. Potatoes don't have a shelf life once they've been cooked.
And I just never felt like cleaning up that much oil after like doing home fry, making them at home. So it's one of those few luxuries that now that we're finally slowly open, I've definitely treated myself to a few times.
Yeah, just sitting down at a restaurant is definitely something I like to do. Though I don't understand the wear the mask and then sit down and take the mask off. It's like having a pee section in the swimming pool, in my opinion. I'm not a doctor, but I have a basic understanding of how diseases work, or like how airborne diseases work. Now, if you're sitting at a table and someone hacks in your direction, like, is it like, what is there, like protective force field around this table? You gotta have a certain amount of moxie to go out and eat right now, or like, ignorance or pride, or like,
basically, I don't get it either.
Life is short though, so I get it. I don't want to. We've spent a year in this crazy lockdown that has just kind of completely altered the way everybody lives, and quite frankly, I want to take a little back. I don't want to be a dick, but like there's some stuff. Let's at this point, I feel like COVID-19 has been bombs that have been dropping around me because I've been directly exposed multiple times, and I've had a lot of tests. Like, dude, because I want to be responsible. You know, like I don't go anywhere if I find out I've been exposed until I get the test. And if the test comes back negative, then it's like, fuck, all bets are off. I'm just going to go. I'm going to listen to the science, and then I'm just going to go out and.
Exactly. It's going to be, I miss this stuff, and I'm totally with you about wanting to take it something back, but I'm not going to be irresponsible or put somebody else's life in jeopardy.
Exactly. I'm going to try and be reasonable about it, but at the same time, I'm going to do some within reason. And if they're saying it's okay to go to a restaurant, well then I'm gonna be like, you know what, I'm gonna take that risk. That's a risk on me. I'm gonna take that risk, and I'm gonna go have some food or beer with a friend, or go practice with my band. I've had some people like hate on me a little bit about that. I'm just like, fuck you, dude. Like, because it's like, live your life and let me live mine. I'm not doing anything to endanger anybody, at least within from my knowledge, other than I would normally be doing. There's plenty of airborne diseases that if the right person gets it, they die. Like there's plenty of diseases like that, like a flu.
Yeah.
It can turn into like bronchial pneumonia, and then if your body can't take it, you're done. I almost had bronchial pneumonia take me out at one point, and I was healthy. I'm super healthy, and it's like it almost took me out because I just got it real bad. But
you just got to do the best you can to be as responsible as you can within what's allowed. Glenn and I are, we're getting married in June, and as of now, we're only allowed to have 12 people inside the place, which obviously is not enough. We're hoping to get 50 in the place, which probably won't happen, but we're still having our fingers crossed. But we don't want to endanger our guests either, so
if you can only have 12, I would save the money and just have it
that's
at
what
your
we're
house.
planning on.
Just have it at your house. I mean,
that's basically what we're going to do if we can only have 12. I think the next announcement for phases and plans is the 11th here in Washington, so we're going to see who's there, see if we can even get 25. But that's been frustrating as all hell, trying to plan a wedding and get people that we'd want to have there, and then keep them safe, as well as letting them plan and being able to cancel if we have to cancel. It's been a headache, but
I bet, dude.
And then trying to figure out if we can travel at all for the honeymoon.
Oh, you just cut out a little bit. I was just adjusting my light, shining right my. I got a ring light behind my computer.
Oh yeah, I have that ring light too. I just haven't turned it on yet.
Well, I just put it on a short stand and put it on a gooseneck and put it behind the computer, and then I got the remote right here so I can alter the settings and stuff. I've been doing a lot of podcasts this way, because it allows me to do podcasts with, like, I did one with a buddy of mine, like my oldest friend in Alaska, my old drummer.
Yeah.
And we ended up going almost 2 hours. It's fun though. I'm going to be on his podcast. It's called Cody on Comics. And we're going to be discussing the WandaVision miniseries, which I've just finished up.
I just finished that the other night.
I was left with more questions than answers. As per usual with Marvel stuff. It's very cool though. I like that the Vision is back, essentially, for all intents and purposes. Vision is back. To where that leads, I mean, anyway, it's anybody's guess at this point. But Vision was pretty much, for all intents and purposes, sans the Infinity Stone, was restored. So, by fake Vision, by sitcom Vision. He's like dollar store Vision.
Nothing ever dies in sitcoms, or comic books for that matter.
Yeah. Another cool death of fun kind of thing is a lot of my favorite, like, little businesses are starting to, or like a lot of them didn't survive.
Yeah.
There was a lot, like, there was secondhand, like, movie stores and, like, CD stores and stuff like that I really like to go to, and they were a lot of fun, just sift through and find stuff, and a lot of those didn't make it. And I just noticed some businesses and restaurants, like, dropping off, because it's strange. There's capacity limits and, like, closure limits on, like, little businesses, like, but what about Walmart? Like, anybody and everybody can just pile into Walmart. I see people wandering around Walmart without masks on all the time. They don't stop them. They just let them roll through.
Walmart has always been a lawless land.
It is. It's the Wild West right now. Oh man, Well, I call it Wally World. I made a song about it. I think I showed you the Wally World
I think,
song.
yeah, you did.
I'll put the Wally World song in the intermission for all you guys. So if you guys want to hear the Wally World song, it'll be there. It really sums up my thoughts on the lawless. It's a lawless, place. It's a lawless nation for the flamingo at Walmart in Huntington. There are no rules.
No, it's shop or be shopped.
Shop or be shopped. That's amazing. You can tell I've been drinking. I have the alcohol sheen going on.
You have a beautiful, healthy glow.
It's alcohol sweats. Well, I've just been day drinking, so it's...
As well you should.
It's my birthday, man.
Yeah.
I want to have like 10 beers. I'm going to have like 10 beers, dude.
So what are you going to do for your birthday tonight?
I'm smoking chicken right now, hence the reason I also have this sheen. I was getting all that done before I hopped on here with you. Making barbecue chicken.
Nice.
I really love barbecue chicken, but chicken is a fickle mistress on a barbecue. It takes longer to do right because it has to be very, very well cooked just to get like the consistency that you want for barbecue, because you want it to like fall off the bone kind of stuff. So you got to
and it's so easy just to go past that and become pure rubber.
No, if it's all about this. But the thing is the reason it takes longer is that you have to do it slowly.
Yeah.
You can cook it as long as you want if you do it slow enough. But if you like fire it and then it gets all rubbery. So I'm just like, what I do is I just hot smoke it. I put a little bit of coals, get them going. Maybe like 2 handfuls of like charcoal. And I make them like after it's heated up, or I put it in my little charcoal dragon, and then I jump that out once it's going. I make a little bowl in the middle, and I just dump like mesquite chips in the bowl, and then close it, and then I just let it bake for 4 or 5 hours. It's not a lot, I have everything wide open, so it's just smoking it, but just slowly but surely. But when I was in Texas, which if you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel, I'm about to start dropping a ton of really kick-ass Texas footage that I did. I was shooting the whole time. It was awesome. It was just a beautiful place. I posted some pictures on Facebook and stuff of some really awesome night shots that I did, because there was one night where the moon was out and it was like the sun, which made, because most of the hunting you do for what we were hunting for, which was wild pig, is done at night because they're nocturnal. So I felt like I was cheating because I had a thermal scope. But sorry, not sorry. Because it helped a lot. Though I couldn't get, like, there's one boar there that's bigger than the rest. It's like the king boar. And I had him in my sights. I mean, I was 100 yards out, and I'm one of the best shots I know, dude. I've been shooting since I was like 4. So like I had him, did my crosshairs, and it's just like, you know what? He's majestic. I'm not here to really like killing things is not the point of this. You couldn't eat this guy. He's just old and tough and large and majestic, so I just gave him a pass.
You are a generous god.
I wanted to, like getting him like the prized boar of all the pigs that are there was what I went down there to do. And at 100 yards with the rifle that I had, and I mean, I could have flung it over this. I could have shot left-handed and got that thing. You know what I mean? Like, so basically, in my mind, I had already won at that point. So it was just like, there's no need to kill this thing.
No.
I just want to go make more majestic boars and, so we can keep this Granoth Family Hunting Reserve fully stocked for years to come with large, amazing pigs. I didn't tell my dad that because he just wouldn't get that. He's not that kind of dude.
Yeah.
I didn't even tell him about it. Like, dude, he doesn't listen to this thing, so he doesn't care. But I didn't even tell him about it because he's just not thinking. He's like, "Why didn't you get it? Blah, blah, they're a problem." And I was like, "I don't see them being a problem. You guys have put a lot of money and effort into this hunting retreat to garner more of these things, like turkeys and deer, and you plant things so they can eat while you're not here and grow and multiply." So I don't see why me not bagging one is going to affect anything. Dude, there's no point. You can't eat them. I mean, I saw more aardvarks than you can shake a stick at. It was like aardvarkageddon. I was sitting in one hunting stand. There was like 30 aardvarks. I was just like, these things are crazy, and they don't care about me. Like I walked right up to one. He just didn't give a crap about me. I'm like, you're lucky. You're not even remotely cool enough for me to eat you.
Have you ever?
Aardvark? No. I did see a bunch of porcupines. I've eaten porcupine before.
Yeah, I've heard that's delicious.
It's really good, but it's a pain in the ass.
I would imagine.
We got to either pull the quills or burn the quills off, and then you got to deal with the smell of burning hair for an hour. So by the time you get to the point where you can actually eat the thing, your appetite hath sailed away. It's gone. It was really fun, though, to have an excursion like that. I definitely, even in the era of COVID, I'm going to part of my job is traveling, but I'm going to definitely start traveling more because I'm tired of waiting, dude. You know what?
Yeah.
It's my risk to take. I wear a mask. I do my thing. But I'm going to start traveling more because that was super fun. Great time, relaxing, no noise pollution, light pollution, just the wide open spaces and the majestic beauty of nature. And I'm going to do more of that. Definitely. Because, you just can't go and be social with your friends really anymore. At least not we had a birthday party for somebody and they set us at separate tables and it was totally lame.
They should though. I mean,
No, I get that. Yeah. But it's just, I'm not saying that I disagree with it. I'm saying it's lame.
Yeah.
Things can be. I don't have to agree with everything, or love everything to agree with it. But it's just, man, it's so that I just trying to have fun and trying to find new ways to have fun, but mainly responsible ways to have fun. Is so difficult. It's why I've definitely kind of retreated. I wouldn't say retreated is the wrong word, but channeled inward. That's why I've been doing more videos, music, online stuff, collaborations with dudes. I'm doing a video collaboration. I don't know what the hell to call it yet. In fact, I was going to ask you, me and my buddy are going to do a bunch of videos where, have you seen videos like Shred Wars and Riff Wars and where dudes trade off, they'll play a thing and then they kind of compete against each other. You can shred a riff better. We're going to do one, but we're going to try to do it as weird as we can. And I'm just going to try, I'm probably just going to be a fucking ham jackass. And just, I have a cool idea where I'm just going to pull the thing and just tap it. Not like Tom Morello, good tap it.
Yeah.
Bad tap it. Or put it in my mouth or something. But just try to be as campy and weird. I actually did a backing track for it that's just crazy weird. And I sent it to my buddy Vince. We were both trying to get more traction on our recently launched YouTube channel. So we figured like
Nice.
if we cross promote it, we're gonna do one playoff where I play, he plays, I play, he plays, but then one half's gonna be on my channel, the other half's gonna be on his channel. So you have to like go back and forth if you want to catch the beginning or the end. Kind of keep it real, but it's finding harder and harder to have fun. Damn it, is what I'm saying.
Well, I'm starting a new project today that I've been excited about. I talked about it. I think I talked about it last time I was on, about getting the DIY audio kits, and one of my 2 kits came in today, or it came in the other day, my Rev A 1176, so I'm going to probably start on that today. I'm still waiting for the SSL bus compressor, but been excited to dig into that. Had to get a new soldering iron and a whole new accessories. I hadn't had any of that since I moved up here, so ready to. I have one more Zoom call to make after this, and then hopefully get started on that and have a nice.
Who else you Zoom calling? Who you Zoom calling?
You're the only one. You're the only one for me, Lowell. I swear. No, I got some buddies back in Chicago are having a Zoom call that we get to catch up with them.
No, that's cool. Chicago. I might have to go there soon.
I know places and people there.
Actually, it looks like one of my first stops might be New Jersey. I was like, damn it.
I also know places and people there.
I know places and people there too. And you know what the most beautiful part of New Jersey is? The thank you for visiting New Jersey sign as you drive out of it. I don't care if you live in New Jersey. You know what's up.
Oh, yeah. Only thing I miss is those mom and pop hole-in-the-wall Italian restaurants.
Dude.
Like they have in the Southwest, the Mexican restaurants, but for Italian restaurants.
The best pizza I've ever had.
Oh, yeah.
Ever. And I've traveled far and wide to the hot spots of pizza. It was a New Jersey pizza place called Mama's Pizza. It was owned by a Greek family member. If you can't tell, there's some Greek in the wood pile. You know what I mean? So like, like a Greek family member, and oh my god! And I think my favorite kind of pizza is Greek style pizza. It's just, it's really very, it's very similar to New York style pizza, but slightly more manageable because they make the crust a little bit thicker and they don't make the pieces as huge. I mean, but if you're in New York City, you get the pizza, right? You go to the corner and you get the pizza and you have to fold it up, and it's awesome.
Oh,
but
God, it's delicious.
Like, because back home, there's a place called Paradisos in Kenai, Alaska. And it's like, it's the pinnacle of, it's the pizza I crave. Like, I'm going up for my 20th high school reunion in June. And like, the first thing, the airport's right by this restaurant. So I'm going to get off the plane. I'm going to go pick up my rental car, and I'm going to drive. I'm not going to tell anyone when I'm there. I'm not telling anyone. I'll tell them the day I show up, but I'm not going to tell them the time. I was like, you're going to give me my time, and then I will start the thousands of visits that I have to make. But like, I'm going to drive straight to this place. I'm going to get a pitcher of beer, and I'm going to eat a pizza. I'm going to eat a whole pizza. It's going to be very ill-advised, and I'm going to feel like crap. But I'm going to eat the whole damn thing.
But sometimes you do what you have to.
I might eat the whole damn thing and throw it up in the bathroom. I don't know. Because I just don't eat that much anymore. I can remember there was a time I could eat an entire pizza to myself.
Oh, yeah.
But now I'm definitely becoming more of a grazer. I'm just tired of digesting all the time. You know what I mean? So I don't do 3 meals a day anymore. That's just not for me. I either eat breakfast or lunch. I pick one. Usually it's lunch just because I'm not hungry in the morning. I wake up, I'm just not hungry. And then I eat, a light dinner if it's a huge lunch. You know what I mean? But that's like it, dude. I just tired of digesting all the time. I just feel like I'm constantly like digesting food and pooping. And then just
I can relate this week at least, as I told you about before, but we won't go into that for the podcast.
Oh, come on. That's the best part. I was about to go into it.
Because I'm a huge food lover, but things about...
We'll just say that you're having some gastrointestinal distress.
That I am.
And I've never had that before.
I haven't either. This is a first.
I've had beaver fever before, twice. That's the opposite problem. No, it's cool, dude. So, but I definitely have gotten a little bit more into video games.
I have too a little bit because I never was much of a gamer.
Me neither. There was a time. There's certain games I get into, but I never constantly waiting for the next release to come out.
Yeah.
I've been playing a ton of guitar. In fact, I've been playing so much 8-string. When I went to band practice the other day and I played my Les Paul, I was actually having trouble because it was like playing butter. And I play with heavy strings, dude. I had to a set of I had a custom set made where it's 52 to 11. So it's about what you would expect for me and you. That's about, I would say par for the course, for, sorry, I'm just kidding.
Especially on a Les Paul.
Yeah. I just like, tens. If I put the tens on my Explorer because my shred guitar, it's 52 through 10 because I'm flying like lightning. And that's super light gauge to me. It's 52 to 10. Guys that play with 9s, I just don't get it. Guys that play with 8s, you're crazy. If you're not Billy,
especially on a Les Paul. I had to string up a Paul with 9s the other day.
What? How does that even work? It's like stringing a Telly with 9s. It doesn't work.
No, it doesn't.
People. No, I had to build a pedal board for my band practice so that I was using a headstock tuner and people were starting to talk. Just plugging right in my hand. Built a wild pedal board though. It's got my signature pedal on it with the delay thing. I put the plasma drive on there. Ooh. The Astral Destiny, which is super usable and super cool.
I did want to ask you about regarding the plasma drive. Have you seen their new pedal, the light pedal?
Yeah.
I'm really excited about that, and I really hope you'll
get an opportunity to try it.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say is you'll get an opportunity to try it. I made a video for Game Changer Audio that did very well, and I'm certain that I'm going to get.
You should ask for 2 so you could do stereo.
No, we already do usually get 2 of each. One goes to Lee, who does the news with it. He does like a news program. And that's like the best thing that Pedal Boards of Doom does is like the news. Yeah, it always charts out thousands of views.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Thousands and thousands of views. But then we'll like give it away, or that's kind of what's going to start happening too. Here pretty soon I'm going to start culling the herd because I've got this shelf full of pedals like from top to bottom, and I've got like 3 other big boxes.
Yeah, I bet.
Just full of them. And I'm going to start like, especially the stuff that's been given to me, I'm just going to pay it forward and probably start doing like little contests or something to give it away.
Nice.
Just so other people can get a little taste of the free pedal jam. The Wampler Ratsbane was really a cool pedal, dude. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
My pedal, that's another thing I've been doing to keep it fun is I get new guitar gizmos. Because, shit, man. But the Wampler Ratsbane is really cool. It's not quite a rat.
Well, I don't think it was designed to be a perfect rat. What?
No. Definitely a tweaked rat. You can tweak the compression settings, and then you have variable amounts of gain that you can.
Yeah.
And I would say the filter's definitely more nasally than a rat. I did a video for Pedal Boards of Doom where I did them head to head, and the thing is, I didn't set the settings exactly the same. I actually tried to dial them in to sound like each other. Mm-hmm. I'd explain that in the video because the internet people will just be like, the settings aren't the same. That's not I don't think if you're going to head-to-head a pedal, I think you should try to make them sound as much alike as you can so that you can have a really objective difference. You can hear what the differences are because I tweaked with it for like an hour. I have an old Proco Rat, like V2 Rat, which I believe this one was based off of, and I got them as close as I could. The Rat just had the girth. Like Proco Rat's been my like go-to pedal since I was like 12. I paid like $20 for this thing, and I used it. I played with Marshalls, right? And if you want to do a thrash metal tone, you take a Gibson and you take a Proco Rat and you run that through any Marshall. Pick one. I don't care. It's gonna sound like thrash. It's like the quintessential thrash sound.
Oh yeah.
So I did a really cool shred track, thrashy shred track at the end of that video. That was super thrash, dude. Like it was just thrash from beginning to end. Even the solo was as ham it as I can make it. Hammett and Hanneman just like smashed together, because I don't do no Carrie King solo crap. Hanneman for days. All right, dude, that's the Slayer, Lombardo, Hanneman. You think you could have lost everybody else and you'd been okay. I would still listen to it. You know, I'm Carrie King. Look at my beard and chains and spikes and hairline. I always like the old Slayer videos where he's just hanging on. His hairline is hanging on by a thread.
Back when they were Dragon Slayer.
All I can say, dude, is like if you're losing your hair, men,
own it.
It happens. The best possible thing you can do is just own it. Like, don't try to hide it. If you do a comb over, we see them, dude. We see them. Now, there's obviously, a lot of options out there for you. A good friend of ours gets rugs. They look good. He actually, we gave him a few. I gave him, we gave him his hairdresser. He didn't want to hear it from anyone else, but the person that makes them for him made some very good suggestions. And now, if you didn't know that was a rug, you would not be able to the new and improved one, you would have no idea. You would have no idea. It looks natural and awesome. And he's like, yeah, when they put it on you, it's long like your hair. I'm like, you should have just left it, dude. Like, oh, yeah. But you got to own it, dude. Like, own it, or don't try to hide it. If you try to hide it, no one cares, dude. It's not that big a deal. Like, I know I don't care. I know the ladies don't care. Ladies love the bald dudes. If your hair's thinning up here, God shaves your head. Just got to keep up with the sides. You just got to own it.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, but that's another thing that the industry that I felt has been super affected by COVID is hairdressers and barbers. Mm-hmm. There's an extremely long period of time I was giving my friends and wife haircuts because they couldn't go into get a barber. But me, I've been cutting my own hair for 1,000 years because my hair's super thick, so I could literally chop it with a kitchen knife and it'd probably still look cool. It's just really big and huge, thick hair. So it's very forgiving when I just go at it with whatever. And
mine is thin and wispy, and it's going, and I'm gonna own it when it completely goes.
Yeah, you got a while. I mean, shit, you're like at your mid-30s. You got some time.
Yeah.
If it hasn't gone, I mean, it might just widow's peak and just stop. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing too. It's just like sometimes it goes back to a point, and then that's just it. My hairline has definitely moved back a little bit. Like right here, Granoths get the widow's peak, like right here, which looks cool. So I'm just like, yeah dude, bring it. I'm going to do my unknown Henson hairdo when I'm old. Because he's got that perfect, like mine's starting to do that too. You can see it kind of like right here.
Yeah.
It used to just like go straight down. Now it's kind of working its way back a little bit. As soon as it does that, pompadour, dude, it's like the perfect hillbilly vampire hairstyle. It's going to be good. Speaking of which, I bought a bunch of hard copies of... yes. Another thing that we do for fun during COVID is retail therapy.
Yes.
I've done a few of it. I've been building Lego sets. Like, I just got the Razor Crest. They finally sent me an email this morning that the Razor Crest was available again, so I bought it. Yeah, I've been waiting for that to come out, get my hands on that. But I love the Razor Crest. I love the Mandalorian. I mean, the Mandalorian's just amazing. It's been a great time for TV. Great and bad. I've seen some shows where they had phone-in episodes because they couldn't do them. My wife recently just finished up Blacklist with James Spader. Remember James Spader?
Oh yeah. I haven't seen that.
They animated the last episode because they couldn't do it because of COVID. They really phoned it in. But it's just the entertainment industry has changed, so we can't go play gigs, and there's no definitive point. No one is given a definitive date when that's actually happening.
No, There can't be.
And it really, really sucks. So I just want to be ready for when it breaks. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
When the levee breaks, I want to have the raft out. You know what I mean? Like ready to ride the wave. So I'm working on that. I don't know exactly where that's all gonna fall at this point, but
I don't either.
I'm definitely gonna start doing some live music. I'm working on a couple records too. That's one thing I'm doing to keep myself busy. I'm working on a genty metal album. You better believe it, son. And like a outlaw alternative country record, cause I got that good outlaw country voice. Listen, guys, you gonna give me some whiskey and some methamphetamine. And a box of dishwashing gloves. Don't ask questions. It's gonna be good, dude.
Yeah,
I think
we still gotta finish. You gotta send me the stems for Daddy Comes Down from the Mountain.
I kind of went back to reworking that just a little bit.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm kind of culminating them all and figuring out what songs I want to do, because I got some that I haven't even tracked out yet, and writing some new stuff, because I've been really feeling the need to write some new music. You know what I mean? Because you got to kind of reprove to yourself that you could do it every once in a while. So that's actually something I'm going to do today. I'm going to play around with some tunes, dude.
Yeah, that was my plan as well. I got to finish mixing this trailer piece for a composer, which is pretty cool, orchestral.
When's your record going to come out, speaking of which, dude? It's been 1,000 years. You done yet?
I'm redoing some of the rhythm tracks right now because I didn't like them.
You should have just done that yourself. I told you that. I know it sucks.
No, the guitars were fine. It's more of some of the other things that have to be redone. Some perk and bass and things like that.
I'm going to get you a framed copy of one of my favorite photos. It's the skeleton and the cobwebs lying on the mixing board saying the mix is almost done.
One.
Yeah, you need it. It's a reminder.
Yes. It's still coming along. I'm working on some of my own. I pulled up some of my own kind of quasi-punk singer-songwriter stuff
Your
a few years ago.
Cohen kind of stuff.
Yeah. That I have the live drums recorded that I kind of don't want them to go to waste, so I've been working on those.
We've actually one of the cool things that we did at rehearsal the other day was we had our drummer also does recording, which is super cool, but he's got a great space. It's in a basement with like 100 yards of dirt on every side except for one. It's perfect. I mean, the sound in there is dead. It is dead as you can get. I mean, it's plaster walls and like dirt. You know, he just put and the cool thing is he put a grand, like a baby grand in there, like an old Chickering, really nice old Chickering from 1921. Some lady gave it to him, and it ate a bunch of the room, which was fine. But he has it open, and it actually added this nice reverb to the room, like this natural reverb to the room. The best sounding practice space we've ever had. And I've got the recordings to prove it. We actually mic'd everything up because he's got a recording setup down there. We only had 8 tracks, but I mean, we're not doing a record here. We're just recording our ideas, because that's one of the things that we were having problems with. We write these amazing jams, and you know, my iPhone recording just didn't really cut it. You couldn't really pick anything out. So we just threw some mics on everything, and it sounds great. It sounds really good. Awesome. Like the drums sound really good, and like he's a super good drummer. And you hear the bass, you could hear the guitars, the vocals, and he just put like a Beta 58 next to my microphone. You know, because we don't have a mixer. We're just running a microphone directly into a PA speaker, because it's such a good sounding room. We don't need more than one PA speaker. It sounds great. And so I'm
definitely a fan of the Beta. So
yeah. Well, essentially what I'm using is almost a Beta. I'm using the Super 55 right now, and
I think that's a Beta capsule.
It's a great mic. I really love that microphone. I just like them because I don't knock my teeth on them. They're the 50 style mics, and I can get my nose will hit it before my teeth do. Because I had Beta 58s just like what you're using, and I actually chipped my front teeth like 3 times on those things, just teeth checking them. And I don't want to do that anymore. So, in light of COVID, you got to find new ways to have fun. The world is not going to, I really believe that the world is not going to go back to the way it was. New precedents, dangerous and awful precedents have been set. And we're just going to have to adjust. you know, and
Yeah.
being fantastic is its own reward. So you just gotta like maybe like help somebody or like find something really constructive to do with your time. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just ladies and gentlemen. I'm just saying, you know, just try to be the best you can be, whatever that may be. So I figure we're just gonna call this, and
That's a good way to wrap it up.
yeah. So just remember, you know, stay fantastic always, be fantastic always, and don't do anything
Just
I
find your
wouldn't
ways to
do.
have fun, and you know, however they may be.
Don't do anything that I wouldn't do, and that
Or
ain't
would do.
much.